I kind of spontaneously became a Buddhist when I was about 17, and no one kind of believes that that's possible, but that's what happened. My name's Marcia Binder-Schmidt, aka Marcia Dechen Wangmo, and I didn't start meditating till I was about 21, and I practiced zazen at that particular time. I wasn't very interested in Tibetan Buddhism. There were too many bells and whistles. But after 7 years of zazen, Zen answers didn't work for me. I felt that as a Dharma student, a student of meditation, that I actually needed instruction, direct instruction. So I came to India, to Manali, and it was all, basically, I didn't know anything. So I was quite fortunate to be the Zen student who had the beginner's mind, which was, in the beginner's mind, there's many possibilities. In the expert's mind, very few. So I was kind of feeling, doing everything by feeling. And I had a letter to go to a monastery in Manali that Abu Rinpoche, one of the first teachers who taught Westerners, had taught. He had passed away. And unbeknownst to me, I got there, and there was the Dilgo Khyentse, who subsequently I found out was the foremost master of winds, channels, and essences. So he was teaching the preliminary practices, and my first translator was Annie Jimba. And this was in 1979. And it was based on the aspiration to meet my teacher. So this was in September of 79. Then I went traveling to Dharamsala, to Tashijung. I went to Sarnath and then to Bodh Gaya. And then it was this continual meeting of teachers. And also because I had been with zazen, with the continuity, and Drupa Kargyu also places a lot of emphasis on, it doesn't matter how much you do, you just have to consistently practice. So I was continuing on my ngöndro. I got to Nepal by November 17th, 1979. And then I was doing prostrations and the preliminaries. And I moved into a guest house, which was at that time the Dopsine guest house. Now I think it's like Lotus guest house. I moved in on Tuesday, Wednesday. My neighbor was Kyabche Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche. And so there were lots of lamas, but again, everything was done by feel. And so if I heard a name like Guru Rinpoche or Sopema or any of those things, I would connect only through feeling. And then I heard about Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche, and that was the person I wanted to meet. And it took a few months because he was in retreat. And I ended up meeting him on the full moon in March of 1980. And, it was the kind of situation where you meet the person you've waited your whole life for to meet. And then I just stayed as long as I could around him, which was about 16 years.